Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device, Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device, Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since, and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Film My Run on Zwift. My name is Stephen Cousins and we are broadcasting live on Facebook and on YouTube. While we're getting everything ready, it would be absolutely awesome if you could go and subscribe to the Film My Run YouTube channel and also the Zwift Live YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/filmmyrun and also Twitter at filmmyrun, and the website is www.filmmyrun.com. It's very nearly time, so sit back, relax, don't forget to drop me a ride on and watch me do all the hard work. Right, Tina Beard is doing workout number 8 at 107%. Nice. So I've done too many interval sessions this week, and I am supposed to be tapering for my marathon next weekend. So I'm supposed to be doing fewer miles and a bit less intensity. I don't want to get injured in the last week. I don't want to do too many hard workouts. So today I'm sticking on 100% bias. I'm not doing this workout at the proper, well, anything above 105 is probably the best. So, well, hello to everybody, by the way. We're doing a meet-up as well, so lots of people are doing different things in this meet-up. So basically what's happened is Ryan Perring has organised a meet-up, and all the people in the meet-up are in green on the right-hand side of the screen. We're all running around the track together, but but actually we're all doing different things. Well, some of us are doing workout number 7. Some people are doing workout number 8. Some people are having an easy 10k recovery run, like Clive Finnemore just behind me. Steph Coa is here. Andrew Cutmore is here. Paul Deering is here. Ryan Perring is running around the track. Williams and Truman are there. So yeah, we're all doing different things today. Tina Beer's got her treadmill maxed out at 107% there. Right, I want to know, when was the last time my wife said "go girl" to anyone? Right. When did my wife become a New York resident, I wonder? You go, girl. Bottom right, you can see my power from my Stride foot pod. And we're in a 5-minute warm-up. And then we'll get into the meat of it. So this is supposed to be a lactate threshold run. It's not going to be anything like a lactate threshold run for me. Those paces look okay, but they're not going to be. It's not going to be a hard workout. This. Even Jonathan is skipping. I'm not skipping. I had enough of that skipping before. It's dangerous on a treadmill. What do you think? I reckon skipping on a treadmill. All right, let's have a go. Hang on a second. See if I can remember how to skip. No. There we are. That's skipping. But it really makes the treadmill belt. I'd break the treadmill belt, I think. Leo Loughran, hello and good afternoon to you, buddy. I am well. We've been out with the kids this morning. Done a 7 kilometre run up and down a hill. So that was good. Right, 20 seconds and then we're into our first work. 2 minutes at 10.7. You look like a horse. Why do I look like a horse? Oh. You have to have coordination to do skipping on a treadmill. Fair enough. Yes, I agree. Yeah, I was pretty rubbish at that. Ryan Downey says, have fun, hello buddy. If you want to go and join Ryan Downey's backpacking, is that later on? What time is that, Ryan? And everyone's laughing now at my skipping. Oh yes, Leo, how was your marathon yesterday? Tell us how that went. Oh, done and dusted today, okay. Was it earlier on then? Must have been earlier on. So I think Ryan Perring has already done the backpacking with Ryan Downey. And now he's leading this run. So good on Ryan for getting some miles in today. I haven't been paying attention to the text messages on screen, so I don't know what on earth Ryan is going on about there. One kilometre done. And in 20 seconds we're going to speed up and do 13.6 kilometres an hour for 1 minute. If you're new to Zwift, welcome along. Hello, how are you doing? Hope you're well, and it's nice to see you. Thanks for joining us. It's so easy to get set up with Zwift running. Here's what you need. Firstly, access to a treadmill. It could be at home or at the gym, but any treadmill will work with Zwift. To get you moving in game, we need a speed source. Traditionally, we use a foot pod, like the Zwift pod or the Stride, but you can also use the Run Smart treadmill sensor, your Apple Watch, one of the newer Garmin watches, the TSS app, and if you have a smart treadmill, your treadmill will connect directly to Zwift without the need for another device. Now simply download the Zwift app onto a Mac, a PC, an iPhone, an iPad, an Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. Finally, pair your speed source in the app. Pairing heart rate from your watch or a chest strap is also a great addition to Zwift. And that's it. You're all set up for solo runs, solo or group workouts, challenges and real-time racing on Zwift with people from all over the world. Okay, Leo's marathon. Got around 6,000 feet of elevation in yesterday over in North Wales, 28 miles. It was bleak, misty, freezing, unpredictable weather when you're running up mountains, just a crazy 5 hours of running and walking. Underfoot was tricky, slippy slopes and rocks, but it was fun. Sounds like my idea of a day out, Leo. That's just my kind of thing, that is. I hope you enjoyed it. Oh, I'm going off the track. Right. Do we bother about that? Do we worry about that? Maybe we should. Maybe we should try and get back on the track. I don't know. Anyway, 14 kilometres an hour now. Let's get this little set done and then see if we can turn around. Going down here as well now, am I? I see. And there we go. Right, let's see if I can turn around, shall we? There we go. Hopefully I'm going to go right when we get out of this road, and then I can get back on the track at some point. Oh, it doesn't look like I'm going right, does it? It looks like I'm going left. Oh well, never mind. Right, 10 seconds to go. Here we go. 14.3 now. Right, we're heading back towards the track. Hopefully I won't go right. Yeah, Paul Deering says it looks funny on the map, a solitary green dot wandering off the track. Starting to get warm in here, I might have to open the doors. there we go again. Good stuff. Right, I'm just going to jump off and open the doors. Get a bit more air in here. Leo says, Stephen, you're right. The best part of trail running is the unpredictability. And as daft as it sounds, I wasn't bothered about time because it was that technical, it was virtually impossible to run. And before I knew it, it was over. And that's trail running for you. Perfect. Absolutely brilliant. Love it. Well done, Leo. Good job. Oh no! Come back! Oh dear. Right, so I need to turn around again in a minute and then turn left back onto the track. Let's do this 1 minute at 14. Oh, we've got 4 minutes now. Okay, 4 minutes now at 14. So here we go. Right, and hopefully we can head onto the track. Keeping on pressing the left button. Come on, turn left. Come on, turn left, turn left. It's not going to do it, is it? Yes, I am going to do it. Here we go, onto the track. And back in the fold. 3 minutes to go of this set. Yeah, it's Ryan Downey says, I do enjoy the misroutings, it spices up the stream. The thing is, it's always like a question of, will he make it back or not? Can he press the right button at the right time? Which direction is he going to go now? So, just behind Steph Coet. Clive Finnemore says, welcome back, Stephen, thank you very much. Oh dear, Grace is having problems with her stride. Ryan says he didn't really want to watch me run around the track anyway. Well, I'm back on it now. 2 minutes left. At this pace. Half an hour left of the workout. Then I can go and have a shower. Yes, Leo, the thing is when it's really steep and after a lot of elevation, your quads can give up. And quite a few, well, at least 2 races I've done, I've ended up having to walk backwards down the hills because my quads are completely shot. But I do love running downhill. But I also love the challenge of getting up the steep climbs as well. Tina Beard says this is the hard work starting now, yeah. "30 seconds to go and then we've got 3 minutes of recovery." Right, Carol wanted me to clop back on the track like a horse because of my pathetic attempt at skipping. She's now decided I'm a horse. Nothing to do with my big nose at all, is it? Okay, there we are. Right, nice and easy, very relaxed. So normally I should be doing this workout at 105%. This is supposed to be a lactate threshold workout, so well into zone 4. But we're not really going to get anywhere near there. This is going to be a really pathetic zone 3 workout, unfortunately. But there we are. I just can't afford to do too many hard effort interval workouts. A, for fear of getting injured, but B, fatigue as well. I'm supposed to be tapering for next week's marathon. So, you know, it's got to be maybe 1 or 2 max hard efforts, short hard efforts. So like 20 minutes, half an hour, maybe a fast 5k would be okay. But this is 45 minutes. And if I ramped it up to where it should be, I don't want to be doing 45 minutes of hard intervals again a week before my marathon. It's not going to add anything particularly to my fitness for next week. It's just going to make me more tired. So we're doing this at 100%. 8.7 kilometers per hour at the moment. Just a little bit of recovery, and then we've got 10 minutes of what's called ramp up. So I suppose we're supposed to gradually increase the pace over those 10 minutes. So we'll see what the text says on screen. Ah, yes, that's it, Carol. Carol says the reason that I am a horse is because of my glossy mane, or could be because of my glossy mane. And of course, she's referring to the fact that I am brown haired, no grey there at all, even at my youthful age. Friday Fartlek apparently is going to be 1 minute efforts. You will be safe if you decide to join. Okay, I will join and I'll do 1 minute efforts nice and easy on Friday. Although Friday, if I did a short blast on Friday, that's okay. Tina Beard has turned the fan on. Good afternoon, Stephen Smith. Here we go then. So 10 minutes now. Let's see what pace it tells us to do. 10-minute ramp up. But we've no idea what pace we're going, so let's get through the arch and see what it says. Right, 11.6 to start with. But then will it go any faster than that? I don't know. Lily, thank you for the ride on. Pace starts well within yourself, but then builds speed every 1 minute. Okay. Let's see how fast we get up to then. 10 minutes of work. Send Studio, real event, yes. Goodwood Marathon next weekend. Leo says, referring to hilly technical marathons or technical trail runs, he says, that's where your technical abilities come in. I'm a very good hill runner, but going downhill I can't let myself go, so I put all my effort in uphill. Makes lots of ground, then coming down I get overtaken. Oh no! And uphill okay, but I do need to train more on going downhill. Yes, you can train to be better at downhill, both mentally and physically. So mentally, to let yourself go and relax and let gravity take you, not be afraid of falling, although you still need to obviously be mindful of the terrain below your feet. But then physically as well, the more you train going downhill, the stronger your quads will be at coping with it, and so they won't die a horrible death like mine sometimes do. Right, Coming up to 2 minutes done, and we'll increase the speed again, I think. There we are. Stay present and watch for the changes. Relax your shoulders and settle in.
Thanks for giving my dad a ride on.
There's Ryan Perring right behind me. Hello, Ryan. Watch for the changes. Every minute we go a little bit quicker. 4 minutes down. Keeping on, increasing the pace over these 10 minutes. Sen Studio says, is there a pot noodle run later on? I'm afraid I don't think there will be. Mrs. Cousins is currently having a relaxing afternoon in her dressing gown.
Right on!
Right on, Grace. Thank you, darling. 'So I don't think there will be a pot noodle run later on. Unless Victoria suddenly becomes terribly motivated and gets back in her running gear. We've already been out running once today with the kids, so she's done 7k. Hello, Monica. Carol says, I am champion the Wonder Horse. That's my impression of a horse, which I do very well, seeing as I am one.
You suck!
Wasn't that bad. I'm over halfway, Adrian. Adrian says, oh, I missed it now, but yeah, I think Adrian's in his 10-minute run now. So 4 minutes to go, ramping it up one more time again. Yeah. Monica says no velodrome for the cyclists, but runners get a track. It is funny. See, on the text just then it was saying about getting towards your lactate threshold during this 10 minutes. Well, I'm not going to get anywhere near that, I don't think. Right, Ryan Downey seems to think that dressing gowns are acceptable attire for my stream. And now Victoria's embarrassed because I've exposed her dressing gown attire live on air. and her lack of motivation to do another run today. Now I think we'll let her off because she has been out running today, and I did say that she was allowed a relaxing afternoon. So currently running at 12.3, so we're going to get up to 12.5 kilometers per hour by the end of this 10 minutes. And we've got another 3 minutes of relaxing recovery at 8.7. And then we're finishing off with 4 minutes at 14. And then a whole 8 minutes of recovery. Okay, we're going up 2 points now, I see. Truman just behind me there. Adrian Williams is also behind me, pack 60 plus from Wales. Kathy McManus, 10 seconds ahead, about to tag. Monica says, I thought you were supposed to be tapering. Monica, I am supposed to be tapering, yes. You can blame Ryan Perry, who ponned me into this run earlier in the week. I tried to forget about it yesterday, but he kept reminding me, so here I am. Under duress, doing yet another interval session this week. That's 3 interval sessions this week. Really? You shouldn't be doing more than 1 or 2. 1 minute to go of this 10-minute ramp up. Okay, Carol says my 100% is exactly the same as Jonathan's 105. Well, I hope Jonathan is in lactate threshold zone then. He needs to be in zone 4 for this run. Yes, Monica, I am supposed to be taking it a bit easier. Certainly this week, this coming week, fewer miles, slightly less intensity. I'm maybe do one hard workout or 1 fast 5k or something, and that's it. Right, there we go. Down to 8.7 now for 3 minutes. So we can bring the heart rate down again. Oh, I'm going off the track again. Okay, time number 2 off the track. Here we go. So the game now is to get back on the track before the end of the session. Oh, well done. Jonathan is in zone 4, 164 BPM. Well done, Jonathan. Good job. That's a good workout. Monica says, Carol, Darren and Victoria already ran today, so I grant them a rest this evening. Okay, thank you, Monica. Noted. Monica, no, my marathon is a real, actual marathon. Official, timed event, outdoors, yes. Which is great. Right, I need to speed up a bit so I can turn around. I hope I get my stars. Come on. Why am I not turning round? There we go. Okay, so I've turned around. So we need to go back past the track. I don't think you can turn right into the track, can you? Does anyone know if you can turn right into the track? Maybe you can. So I'll keep pressing the button. See if I can turn right into the track. Ryan Perring says, this has flown by so far, but I'm not sure I'd call it fun. You're having fun, Ryan. You know you are. Right, just keeping on pressing the right button to see if we can get into the track again. Kevin, Eagle Eye, Sweep, Team, Pack, whatever. Thanks for the ride on. Snacks and naps after this, people, says Ryan Perring. Quite right too, good job. Right, 10 seconds to go. And then we're going at 14 kilometres an hour for 14 minutes, and that's our last set.
Nice.
Okay, let's go.
There we go then, here we go. 14 kilometres an hour. Are we going in the track? Are we going in the track? No, we are not. Okay, so we need to turn around. So we need to run a little bit further on and then turn around. Right, Carol says, I missed the message that said relax your jaw. Do you mean stop talking? Is that what you're saying? Just shut up for a bit. Okay, let's turn around. Now, we need to turn left. Come on, left turn is what we want. Oh yes! And we are back on the track for the finish. Nice one. Jonathan Cost, 39 seconds ahead of me up there. And we've got 90 odd seconds to go. Seconds. Okay, good work. Good work, Jonathan. Heart rate 176. Hello, Daniel.
Nice.
DIY Tech Repairs, long time no see. Still running strong. He says he's going out for his run in 5 minutes. Headlamp is a must. Running in the country. Yeah, especially where you are, Daniel. Well done, buddy. Nice to hear from you again. And there we are. So now we have 8 minutes of recovery. 8 minutes of recovery. That's like a whole day. Ryan is done as well. Sounds like Ryan's done it properly though, not like me. Pathetic zone 3 attempt. Good effort, Jonathan. Keep it up, buddy. Yeah, we did it. 7 kilometers done, and that is pretty much the end of Zwift Academy Run workout number 7. So we should get to 8 kilometers by the end of this workout. So 8 kilometers will do for the day. Quite happy with that. I'm sure lots of people will be running on and finishing and doing 10k. I'm gonna finish at the end of this workout. Go and get in the shower and join my wife for a relaxing evening on the sofa. Probably watching another episode of The Queen's Gambit on Netflix, which we've just started watching. We've seen 3 episodes and we're well into it. So if you want a good program to watch, The Queen's Gambit on Netflix. Cody, hi from the States, Stephen. You look a little thinner. Do you monitor your weight or does it usually stay constant? It can vary. So when I was younger, I used to be a constant 68 kilos. Didn't matter what I was 68 kilos. Then when I got into my 40s, I started putting on weight. And I've kind of settled at around 71 kilos. Sometimes it'll go up. I think maximum I've been is 73 kilos. Sometimes it'll go back down to about 69 or something. I think I'm about 70 to 71 at the moment, but I'm doing a lot of training, or I have been doing a lot of training recently. I had a 100-mile race that I was training for, which eventually got cancelled. That was a couple of weeks ago, but I've carried on my training because I've now got a marathon next week. So it's taper week next week, so slightly less work. And then we'll go and do this marathon next week. So yeah, weight can fluctuate, but not wildly. Weekly average, I'd say, is just over 100k, so 65 miles or so. But then leading up to my 100 miler, I was putting in 130, 140, 150 kilometer weeks. I never hit a 100-mile week, but right, Clive Finnimore has watched The Queen's Gambit, says it's awesome, binge watched it in a week, nicely done. And my wife says, basically you met me, let yourself go, and gained weight. Yeah, that's pretty much it. No, well, you just fed me up. Started feeding me, basically. Ryan Downey says he has a tough time playing checkers. So The Queen's Gambit, it sounds boring, it's about a chess player. But don't ignore that, because it's far more exciting than that makes it sound. Yeah, so DIY tech repairs. I've never reached a 100-mile week in this training block, but I think I did about 152 kilometres one week, which is about 95 miles. So, but average around about 100 to 110k per week. Clive Finnimore's average is about 71k a week. Is that right? Yes, Kathy McManus says thanks for organising. Yes, thank you very much, Ryan Perring, for organising that meetup. nice to have a little chat with people whilst doing our respective workouts. Oh, sorry, Clive. Okay, his weight is 71 kilos. Yeah, same as me. Okay. And Jonathan Cost has lost a stone in 3 weeks. Well done, Jonathan. See, it was all that cycling. Running will make you lose the weight. Cycling, just put on weight. Just eat loads of cakes at the cycle stops. Right, Clive Finnemore is at 71 kilos, down from 78 kilos a year ago. Wow. Well done. I've never quite got to 78. I got to, 73 I think is the max I've got to. But I kind of keep an eye on it. So if I do see myself, bulking up a little bit, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm skinny. No, but for my height. Right, 90 seconds to go of Zwift Academy workout number 7, and then we're going to call it a day. Still 15 minutes or so of Ryan Herring's meet-up to go, so I'm sure many people will carry on running to the end of that. I'm going to call it a day. I've done my workout, I've got 8 kilometres in the bag, so let's just ease off and have a relaxing Sunday evening here in the UK. Well done to everyone who's taken part today. Well done if you are getting those workouts done for Zwift Academy. Go and have a read of Melanie Shakel's Zwift Academy success story on the Zwift blog, the Zwift running blog. It's linked on the Zwift Runners Facebook page, and we'll have another one of those this week. Right, Daniel says it's snowing in... I keep forgetting. Is it Sweden you're in, Daniel? Or Denmark? Or Norway? Or Finland? It's one... Oh, I'm so sorry, Daniel. I can't remember. Daniel is in Scandinavia, somewhere. Ryan Downey says, is the Techno Gym the only treadmill that has a speed toggle switch? I don't know. You mean in terms of the others all having buttons? I honestly don't know. I think a few treadmills have paddles. So yeah, this has it's basically a paddle. You push it up. Hang on a minute, let me where are we? So you push it up that way to increase the speed, and then you pull it down to slow down. There are no preset buttons, so a lot of treadmills will have preset buttons, and those preset buttons allow you to select immediately go to 9 kilometers an hour or immediately go to 15 kilometers an hour. Carol says no, lots of treadmills have them. Okay. Sweden. Right, Daniel's in Sweden. Thanks, Daniel. Did you watch any of Kylian Jornet's attempt at the 24-hour record, which he managed about 12 hours of before DNFing? That looked grim in the cold and the dark. I mean, basically, it went dark. I think they're in Norway, and it went dark at about 3 p.m. and it wasn't due to get light until 9:30 in the morning. So hours and hours of darkness. Horrendous. Tina Beard's on cooldown. I think my treadmill might blow up. Roll on the new one, she says. You're getting a new treadmill, Tina. Nice. So Carol and Ryan are going to have a conversation about which treadmills have paddles to increase and reduce the speed of the treadmill. Thank you to the person who has messaged on YouTube using an Asian script that I simply have no idea what on earth it's saying, but thank you very much to you for messaging. I hope it's not rude what you've messaged. Okay, thank you very much everyone for watching. It's been nice chat on the stream and also nice chat on the game as well. Good idea of Ryan Perring's to have that meetup so everyone can do their workouts but still have people around them. And we will be back, what day is it today? Sunday, so we'll be back tomorrow with something short and easy. So the whole of next week, I do apologise, but all of next week I'll try and be on most days, but most days will be a very easy, slow run. Maybe one day next week we'll do a fast 5k or something, just to keep the heart rate going high occasionally. But most of next week will be all very slow, short runs. That is it from me today. Thank you very much for watching. There won't be a pot noodle run tonight. Victoria's having a nice, easy night with the sofa and the TV and the dressing gown, and maybe a pot noodle. Who knows? And we will see you tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Bye bye.